So this first clip is really about using the Sidekick to recover rods. I'm really just going after the line. This next video really shows the answer to something I get often is a Sidekick float. So this next set of videos is using the Sidekick above water. Reaching up and getting baits out of trees that were left there by other fishermen, hooking them with the spring, pulling it down. Can also be used like a hook where I can actually pull the limb down. Baits like balsa wood can tear up if you go to pulling on them, so that's a great way to get those baits back without damaging them. Of course, grandkids throw kids and baits in trees a lot. Here's one my grandson threw up there. Pretty easy to go up in there, even 20 feet high, and get your bait back. Here's a good tool since the spring's at a right angle. I can use it to flip rocks. So here's a clip where I actually used it to reach over and break a limb off. I'm stuck on the back side of it. Wanted to jig back, so I can actually use it in a little brute force there. The next one is one where I've used it to basically rip a bush apart. So you can just reach out there and start ripping the bush apart, get your bait back. Again, it's almost indestructible. Now we're getting bait out of riprap, again exploring angles. We're going to lift it straight up, use the Sidekick like a pivot. Here's a good video where we're using the Sidekick to just basically pick a beaver lodge apart. Trying to get the bait back. I can't get the boat any closer. Then I'm going to use it to just push myself out. Now let's go after the underwater recoveries. Here's kind of a look at what it looks like under the water. Lots of videos here. Here's one where we're saving a rod tip. We got it stuck under those rocks in really shallow water. I'm just basically going to wiggle it down there and take it back out the same way it came in. This video really looks at going after jigs. You just basically follow the line down. You go down there and start poking with the spring and boom, it's out. No attachment to the line. This video I'm using the Sidekick spring like a saw, and I'm just ripping through cypress roots to go down there and get my bait back. Here's one where I'm using it like a sweeper. Just hook it to the line, again no attachment, and I'm just going to sweep that bait off that stick. Here's one where I actually used it like a lifting device and picked up an 8-foot Christmas tree. Here's one where I'm basically going to push the bait off. It's there, I'm not attached to the line, I'm just going to get down there where it's at and try to hook the hooks. Now we're going to look at one of the biggest options for the Sidekick, pushing and pulling yourself around. It kind of replaces a hook. You can basically use it to maneuver your boat, jump on and off the boat, control your boat. A lot of ways I can use the Sidekick on and above lure retrieving just to help me solve those common problems out on the lake. And of course, how many times you're up on the shore and you need a way to push yourself off, grab your net and your paddle? Not now. The Sidekick kind of doubles for all that. Here's a really tight video where I got close to the bank. I'm right on the bank. I don't want to hit my trolling motor because it's obviously in the dirt. So I'm just going to use the Sidekick to push myself right away from the tree. It's just anything you can get a hold to push yourself out. And here I'm lifting up limbs. I lost a bait. It's broke off. And I'm just going to start lifting limbs until I find that square bill. Now I'm going to give you some really good close-up looks at how the Sidekick really works. So if you look, it more or less lines itself up like a hammer. You're using the tip of the Sidekick really to knock the bait off. The spring is the interaction area that holds the line, but it's not the area that really does most of the work if you lay the line close to the housing. Again, watch this one. It actually turns that bait over. So I'm going after a very small interaction area because of the spring. I'm mimicking a rod tip, basically reeling down there, getting that bait back, and it's pretty much 100%